Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel today. And salutations to all of the Archeum who do this work in truth and sincerity, who risk their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai. And the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as are the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Zekalia, and this video is about the famine and the judgments and prophecies of Yahweh Shemishai. So, there's the entire situation that's going on over there in Gaza due to those people in the land of Israel today. They are called the Israelis. They are the state of Israel. And we all know it, man. They have been doing things against these Palestinians in Gaza, where their living situation has deteriorated immensely over all of these months that it's been going on, to the point now where these people are so devastated that they are experiencing a famine. So let's just listen to this. It says, Palestinians resort to eating turtles as food runs out in Gaza. So let's read it together. These fishermen in Gaza have resorted to eating turtle meat. In their desperate hunt for food in the besieged strip, it's besieged. Why? Because the Israelis, who claim that they're the Lord's holy chosen people when they're not, are attacking these people. And those Israelis, those in the land today, they are not the Lord's holy chosen people, though they are the Edomites. As the scriptures say, a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. Right? Google Ashdod. See where it's at. Alright? And all of the scriptures that pertains to the Israelites in the Bible, it doesn't match with them that are claiming that they are the Lord's holy chosen people and in the land. Alright? And I just have to make that very clear. Because, this situation overall just simply does not match Bible prophecy regarding the children of rulership being back in their land, and the children of Israel, Salakia, did I say children of rulership? The children of Israel, right, are not in their rulership, because the scriptures say that they shall not learn war anymore. Right, so it's going to be an era of peace when the children of Israel are ruling, when we're ruling. Okay, but there is no peace and World War III is on its way, which is a part of Bible prophecy, which everything that's going on right now speaks to the kingdom that we're in, which is the kingdom of the Edomites. All right, that's why all of this death, hell, and famine is on its way and occurring. Right? We're at those beginning stages of it. We really had no other choice. We've never eaten turtles before, and we never thought to do so. We're fishermen, we eat fish, not turtles. Turtle meat is a rare source of protein in Gaza, where food is ever harder to find. If we were in better circumstances and things were available, and there wasn't a famine, if there was food, we wouldn't have taken it, but we have to make up for the lack of. So, okay, let's talk. Things were available, there wasn't a famine. If there was food, we wouldn't have taken it, but we had to make up for what we lacked, right? And, the situation at hand is that these people are being besieged, and whatever else is happening to them, which the plight of the Palestinians is the plight of the Palestinians. That is judgment from Yahweh Shemishai. The situation is what it is. All right. The Edomites, who are the so-called white people and are the Israelis, the Edomites are doing as the Edomites always do, right? While they're in their blessing, they are ruling, they're using their power, which is the sword, to continue to conquer and destroy. And they've been doing that since they came back into power in the so-called Renaissance period. They've been doing that to all of the people around the world. And so right now, this is the modern proof of Esau using his sword to attempt to get what he wants. This is just their nature. All right, so there's nothing regarding the situation that, because I know how delicate it is for people in this world. But the devil is going to do as the devil does. You see? Anyway, but we had to make up for what we lacked. And so the overall situation at hand is that these people are suffering from food shortages into a famine, which now, because of that, they have to just eat anything that they can find. Because they're saying it's here, they wouldn't be eating no turtles or turtle meat or nothing, right? They're fishermen, they eat fish, right? But it shows you the times that we're in. And also, turtles are unlawful to eat, okay? Turtles are part of that protein. They live in tents by the sea in Khan Yunis. This is the third time the lady has prepared a turtle-based meal. Very horrifying. They cut it up and clean it. They remove the meat and collect it. Then we distribute it among ourselves. Everyone eats and shares. We won't eat if the tent next to us doesn't eat. Despite their hunger, the children find it hard to eat the turtles.
كان في عندي أيام زمان سلحفاة صغير. كنت أحط له قطعة جزرة وقطعة خيار وأحط له مية واعتني فيه. لما شردنا على المواصي شفنا سلحفاة في البحر كبير انصدمت وكانوا بدهم يذبحوه ذبحوه وكان زعلت وهذا قعدت تعيط وحزنت عليها.
Fishermen are under constant threat trying to catch fish, with Israeli forces regularly opening fire at anyone who goes near the sea. Wow. The army has essentially banned the sea. Fishermen go out to face death, to face danger. They just want food, to find food to survive. Many fishermen have been martyred. Every single day, they shoot at fishermen at sea. Many families in Gaza relied on fishing as their only source of food and income. The UN says its food stocks have been completely depleted. Huh? That's interesting. If the United Nations is saying that their food stock has been completely depleted, what's going to happen when the famine starts to ravage the world? So we just received some very important information right now because the UN don't have no food anymore. So that means that that's already in place, right? Where the emergency stockpile from worldwide aid, which would be the United Nations providing food, that's already done away with because of this entire situation. So when the famine starts to build up around the world, it's just gonna hit full speed, it's looking like, okay? Because there won't be anything to cushion it, like aid from the United Nations. Let me read it once more. Let me see it. UN says its food stocks have been completely depleted. Wow. Yikes. There's no meat, no poultry, no vegetables. You see? They're experiencing famine, man. And this is coming to the entire world soon. Everywhere from Jamaica to America to Australia to Africa to all of Europe and Asia. People can't afford them, everything's too expensive. Gaza's government office warns that the dwindling food supply could push thousands of families into starvation. Famine. Reports say that 52 Palestinians have died of malnutrition during the war. and 50 of those who died hungry were children. Okay, cool. So yeah, man, this shows you the times we're in and the times we're heading into. And it's not just going to be these Palestinians that are going to be experiencing this kind of food situation. It's going to be the entire world. All right, let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and get some precepts on this famine. Verse 5, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their works are fulfilled. So the earth is wicked because the people that are ruling it are wicked, who are these so-called white people, who are the biblical Edomites. They're the wicked man. And while they're in rulership, they are promoting their vile, wicked ways, and the entire world takes on to it. All right? But Yahweh Shemishai says that there will be plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And this is all coming, man. And some places are already feeling it. You have the Gaza people, the Palestinians feeling it, and then you have over there in Sudan, where they're experiencing famine, right? And then in Venezuela, some years ago, and I'm not even sure if they've really even recovered, there has been famine. So famine is building up around the world. And Yahushua let us know of the times that we're in to look out for, right? To tell us what time it is regarding how close we are to the end of Esau's kingdom and the return of our Lord Yahushua. So in Matthew 24 and verse 3 it says, And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? The end of the world meaning the end of an age, a period of time. The Greek word there is aeon. So let's go to verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And we're literally experiencing this. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, literally experiencing this as well. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And here it is. There is famine, right? There is famines, multiple in the world. We know of at least 2 going on, so that's multiple. The earthquakes are extremely frequent at this point. And then the pestilences are brewing day in, day out. Especially that whole bird flu situation, which now I'm seeing that China has stopped exports. What was it? Let me go to the Google. Here it is. China suspends chicken exports from Brazil after bird flu outbreak. Brazil confirms first bird flu outbreak in commercial poultry, right? So it's not just America or wherever else. It's happening every 9 years ago. And reported from the Jamaica Gleaner, Mexico, Chile, and Uruguay halt poultry imports from Brazil after bird flu outbreaks. So now apparently bird flu, Brazil is becoming a bird flu hotspot. So the pestilences are brewing. But you see this whole famine thing. Famine starts just like this, right? First, it's the food becomes short, and then things that individuals wouldn't eat, they then feel forced to eat because there's no other food. As he said, there's no meat, there's no meat, there's no poultry, there's no fish, there's no vegetables, right? So it's the turtle meat that they have to turn to. Right? And it just goes in stages. And you know what else? When I was watching the video, right? When I was watching the video and I saw the dog, I was saying, yeah, they're eating the turtle meat now. I was thinking that they're eating the turtle meat now. But eventually, it's going to be dog meat, right? Dog meat, cat meat, all that kind of stuff. And this is unlawful foods, man. Right? And then eventually it's going to turn from turtle meat to dog meat and cat meat to rat meat and whatever kind of meat they can find, to eventually where the famine is going to be so sore that they're going to be eating humans. Right? In Isaiah chapter 20, is it 20? Or is it 10 verse 20? Nah. Let's see. Snatch. Isaiah 9 and 20, okay. And he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm. So the time is coming where people are going to cannibalism is coming. That's how sore the famine is going to be. And the famine is a very severe and horrible judgment, all right, as it leads to such things, and also the overall suffering of it, right? Lamentations 4 and verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger, for these pine away stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. So it's better to die of the sword than of hunger. The hands of the pitiful women have sodden, and the word sodden here is the Hebrew word bashal, which is to cook, boil, bake, roast, and ripen their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people, right? So the children were their meat, okay? Because that's where famine will lead to. First you're eating, first the food just becomes short, then the undesirables are put to the forefront because there ain't the desirables to eat anymore, all the way until it reaches to the part where people have to eat other humans to survive, right? And the Palestinians over there in Gaza, they're on their way to doing that, all right? Well on their way, all right? But it's a situation that's going to happen to the rest of the world. So if there are proud people out there looking at the Palestinians and saying and thinking whatever, and you know, however that entire situation is, it's going to be affecting you soon, all right? It will. So the only way to get by this, you know, or not suffer this rather, is to turn towards our power Yahweh Shemishai. And only an Israelite can do that. You have to be of that bloodline. You have to come from that seed of an Israelite man, right? You have to be one of the children of Israel to be able to repent to Yahweh Shemishai and to hope for salvation. All right, well, yeah, man. This is the situation at hand, and it's going to become worldwide very soon in the near future. With that, all praises, glory, and Salakio. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishai, B'Shem Kodesh. Shalom.